Okay, so here we have an example folder of data, and before we back it up to the cloud, we're going to want to encrypt it. Disk images are a very good way of doing that. So we're going to open Disk Utility and look at a couple of ways of encrypting this folder. We're going to start with image from folder, and we're going to select our data folder. We're going to call it folder image. We're going to store it on our desktop. Give it AES256 encryption. Now, just for demo purposes, I'm going to give it a really weak password. And you notice this is compressed, but it could be read-write, for example. So we'll click Save. Unfortunately, there are no real details in here. If it fails, then you don't get a very verbose message. You just have to keep on trying, and annoyingly, it will do it on the second or third attempt. There we go. So what we've got here now is just an image of this folder. I think it's only about 4 meg or something in size. Less, 1.3. And if we double click that, it'll prompt for our password. We'll open it up and it will just be our data folder. Now when we take stuff off this, you'll see it will copy, it won't move, and we can't put it back on there again. We can't create anything new in here. It's compressed, it's not read-write. That wasn't the option we selected, so this is just an exact copy of that folder. If we now get rid of this, we can look at the second option in Disk Utility, which is a blank image. So here we made an image of this folder, and now we're going to make a container that's going to be 30 meg in size. So we're going to call it container image. Container image, this is all good. We're going to give it the same encryption, AES256, same weak password, and note here it says read write disk image. This is what we want. It's a new blank container, so it's going to have that write access. So there we go. Again, not very verbose on the details. There we go, and done successfully. So you can minimize this. And here we just have a new blank container. It's 30 meg in size. We can copy our data folder across. That'll take a couple of seconds. And if we want to make this bigger or smaller, we have to use Disk Utility again to expand or shrink the volume. You can see we have it appearing in the side here, and that's what we need to do. Otherwise we just keep exactly the same as the usual folder, but completely read-write and 30 meg in size. So both of these are pretty good options now to put in Dropbox, this one or this one here. If the data is going to change quite a lot, if you're going to want to drop stuff into it, then make a blank container. Otherwise you can just go with something like this, which again is just a copy of this folder exactly.